He played no role in the building of a Kotumba Dam. Don't attribute something to him. And Mr. Speaker, he also said that JB Danquah died a horrible death. And the Buzia, as a matter of fact, the
Muntala must be sanctioned, number one. Zanetor must be sanctioned for edging Muntala on and also switching on the microphone when the microphone was off, that what he was saying was wrong, he should stop it. When you are able to punish these two people, Auntie Mary, good evening, then you can come and say we should give you the person who said murderer on the MPP side. Someone say, can you challenge Kevin Taylor for us? Very soon we are going on YouTube, okay? Just relax, we are going there with full force. Don't worry, Kra. If you don't sanction Mutala, if you don't sanction Zanetor, that when the microphone was going off, she was nodding her head and she was switching it on. Continue, say it, tell them, yes, JB Danquah is a traitor. Tell them. You see, the one thing I hate about NDC is a hospital. So you are going to see a doctor. The doctor knows that giving you paracetamol can appease the headache. The doctor knows very well. The same way, the doctor knows that giving you Ebia tramadol might also be able to appease the headache. And other, maybe ibuprofen, could appease the headache. But before the doctor goes ahead just to attend to you because you have a headache, he will ask for a lab to be done. Hey, these motor people. He will ask for a lab to be done. Sorry about the motor, He will ask for a lab to be done. Why does he have to ask about the lab to be done? He wants to investigate to see the root cause. Why is your head aching you? ABI, your head aching you, is not because of stress, but because maybe your blood pressure is high. When your blood pressure is high and it is sustained for a period of time, it can lead to headache. ABI, your head aching you is because of maybe a blood clot that is choked somewhere in your brain, and this could lead to stroke. So the doctor has to investigate to know that your headache is because of this and because of that, so that he can give you a medication that will treat the root cause of your headache. Anything other than that, the doctor will only be treating symptoms. Just like the way we do most of the time. When you have pimples on your face, you go and buy a cream just to treat so the pimple leaves. Yes, Mami, I just came here. But in the end, hey, these motor people, sorry, people. But in the end, the pimples will still come back. Why would the pimples come back again? It is because, forgive me, youthful exuberance. Leave them, they are enjoying themselves. Why will the pimples come back? The pimples will come back because you are only treating the symptoms, you are not treating the root cause. And most of the time in Ghana, when issues happen, that is the kind of treatment we give to the issues. When an issue happens, we only look at the product. We don't look at the reactant. Why did this person act this way? Why did this person say this? Why was this said? Most of the time, we don't care about it. We only go up after the person who took the final action. And after going after the person who took the final action, the root cause, the people who actually led to that, we leave them, they are not victimized. And in the end, they go and do another thing that is worse than what they did in the past. And we see a bigger consequence. The reason I'm saying this is, there was a parliamentary sitting. And in that parliamentary sitting, there was an issue that was being discussed. Before somebody even used this statement, made the statement, daughter of a murderer, an issue was being discussed. What was the issue? This issue was about one of the founding fathers of Ghana, our republic, our nation, that was being discussed. Now, all MPs were invited. to give their submissions about JB Danquah. MPP and the whole of Ghana was celebrating 60 years after JB Danquah went to be with the Lord. That was a day, that was a celebration. And ideally, if you were somebody, because Ghana, we have a lot of reverence for the dead. You understand? A lot of reverence for the dead. Ghana is the only place where, in fact, Ghana and Nigeria, that an armed robber can die, and when they write his whatever tribute, you would think that armed robber was a pastor. So we have a lot of reverence for the dead. No, if you were somebody and you think otherwise of that person that we are celebrating, you can decide to excuse yourself from speaking, from commenting, especially when it is on the floor of Parliament, it's being telecasted live. Our friends in the international community are watching. Speak. Okay. Muntala, you want to speak? Yes, I want to speak. No problem. You are a parliamentarian. Go ahead, make your statement. Now, I'm going to play to you what Muntala said. Right? I'm going to play to you what Muntala said. Then I'll continue my short story. So this is what Muntala said.
We are making, Mr. Speaker, it is important for us to appreciate our historical antecedent as a state. And when we are making statements of this sort, we ought to be factual. We ought to, because the standing orders are very clear. You must not make a statement that generates to debate. My statement is just simple. Yes, it is good to eulogize JB Danquah. It is good to espouse some of the good things he did. And I won't stand here and say he never did anything good. But it's important to appreciate the fact that he betrayed his state. In fact, Martin Mürdêrér book, Mr. Speaker.
He was a traitor. He was a traitor. Sit down.
He was a CIA.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Before I walk into this chamber,
Sit down. Which state? Which state?
I am quoting Martin Mürdêrér book of the State of Africa. He described JB Danquah as one of CIA agents who was paid to betray his country. These are not my words. These are not my words. Mr. Speaker, I have a copy. I have a copy of that book in my office.
No way. Are you also a Russian?
He played no role in the building of a Kotumba Dam. Don't attribute something to him. And Mr. Speaker, he also said that JB Danquah died a horrible death. And the Buzia, as a matter of fact, the
Zanetor, you were switching on microphone for Muntala. That he should continue. Tell them JB Danquah is not a saint. JB Danquah is a CIA agent. He's a traitor. But you there, we should not speak about your father. You see, Ghana as a nation, there are a lot of people who are hurt. If you are a Gen Z and Gen X like myself, me, I'm not a Gen Z, I'm a Gen X, a millennial. If you are like us there, maybe you will say that, oh, we are enjoying democracy. But people who have lived, people who are 40, 45, 50, 55 and up, there are a lot of families that are in pain. A lot of families are in pain, serious pain, because of the history of this nation. And people just decided that Enyeshi, let's forget, let's build this nation. And that is why we are here today and we are enjoying peace, we are enjoying democracy. You see, people are quiet. And that is the reason why we always say that what people say on radio is very important. They should be careful, like the Captain Smart and Co. Because Ghana, almost every 10 kilometers, you are meeting a different language. Go and look at population census. The number of different languages are in Ghana. If confusion starts, we cannot contain it as a nation. So people have decided to forgive and forget. But you see, the person who has the wound will always be the one who will remember what happened to him or her when they look at the scar. So certain areas, you do not contemplate it. I'm not saying the person who said murderer is right, but history also tells us that. History tells us the same thing about our senior brother, our father who has gone to be with the Lord. But we have deliberately decided that upon all Rawlings has done, we want to remember him as a hero of this nation. And we are all living with it. The same way, we have all decided to remember JB Danquah as a hero of this nation. If you don't want to remember JB Danquah as a hero of this nation, then we will also decide not to remember your father as a hero of this nation. It's as simple as that.